Welcome to my Human Resources Management Big Project number 2, conducted in Mr. Forbes' class. The following is how I would run Human Resources Management in my business, Mickey. Quick reminder before we start about Mickey. We simply give snow and ski lessons during the winter, as well as wakeboarding and wake surfing in the summer. Being the primary individual who decides what work is to be performed and in what order, the manager also determines the skills and abilities required for a smooth work. We are constantly pushing our employees to provide us with feedback or useful information about the job they are doing. Because here at Mickey, we strive getting better each day. Due to labor shortage, we are having difficulties recruiting personnel. This is why we decided to improve our job analysis, making hiring easier. We achieved that by conducting monthly individual interviews with our workers, as well as strongly recommending them to write the work log. Following all this information we gathered, we were also able to improve our job description and always keep it up to date. This improved job description includes standards of performance along with expected behaviors written with specific terms and simply worded statements. Our well-designed jobs put in place to achieve organizational objectives are the results of our managers' hard work. This also enhances collaboration, synergy, and employee empowerment. As mentioned before, we had trouble finding employees. To ensure this does not happen again, we forecast demand for labor. We determine supply of internal and external labor. After that, we identify the gap between demand and supply. Once we know the gap, we can now come up with the plans to eliminate that stinky gap. The job is done. Here at Mickey, we take our recruitment process very seriously. Because without employees, well, obviously the business won't be able to survive. By doing so, we are able to create a large pool of potential and qualified applicants. The fact that we have a good brand image, partly created by our eco-friendly bonus that states every employee who purchases a full electric vehicle will get a $2,000 reward, incurring help them pay the vehicle, encouraging them to leave the fuel vehicles behind. Having a good brand image helps a lot in recruitment. Because no one wants to work for a company with bad reputation. We try to recruit from within whenever we can, except for our coaches, because it is hard to find coaches with specialized training and expertise needed from within the organization. Therefore, we mostly recruit our coaches outside the company, making it a lot easier to put our hands on people with the right skills and performance for the job. We perform our outside recruiting through internet and social media, as we got the latest technology. And we strongly believe this is where the future is headed. We also ensure our recruitment follows every legal requirements, such as the bona fide and the systemic discrimination. We currently have a big ethnic diversity in our organization, and we are very proud of it. Our selection process goes as follows. The submission of resume is done through email. We then perform a pre-employment screening, following with employment tests, then a one-on-one interview via Zoom call, where we address both structured and unstructured questions. We complete our reference checks, and after that, a physical ability test is required for only our coaches. And finally, we decide whether or not the person is hired. Of course, all of those hiring strategies work miracles when it comes to attracting personnel. But I strongly believe all this would... Of course, all those hiring strategies work miracles when it comes to attracting personnel. But I strongly believe all this would not have solved our labor shortage if it wasn't for the amazing perks our employees get to enjoy when working with us. These perks include a yearly paid vacation at Club Meds all around the world. We also built a gym and a basketball court at our headquarters, where staff can burn off steam, relieve stress, and overall get healthier while on the job. Last but not least, we organize events for every holiday. We don't miss one. Every holiday of the year. This helps a lot to build stronger bonds between employees. Not only that, but we are recognized in the province of Quebec to have a great organizational culture, where employees feel at home. We are able to achieve this by giving them flexible schedules, encouraging them to give us feedbacks of what could be improved, and many more. Obviously, no one wants to risk their health at work. This is why we cover our staff with safety programs and create awareness. The first few hours a new employee is working are crucial. We want the new employee to feel at home in his workplace where he can find identification within the company. Thus, we try to give the best and continuous orientation possible for this person, resulting in lower turnovers, increased productivity, less training costs, and an overall easier learning of the job. And finally, less anxiety while at work, because let's be honest, who want to be stressed while working? All this is achieved by framing employees with great learning principles, which refers to clear outcomes, a couple activities here and there, constantly trying to solve problems and giving them constant feedbacks. Just like forecasting demand for labor, we need to find the gap while conducting the needs assessment. The certain gap is found by evaluating what competencies the employees need and what competencies our employees have. We are currently beta testing a program facilitating registration for our customers. This beta is being reviewed by experts as we speak. As for training methods, we focused on the apprenticeship training, which includes on-the-job training as well as classroom learning, to make sure we have the best of the two worlds. As for the coaches, we submerge them often in role-playing simulations, and they quite like it, to be honest. These addresses many different situations, such as what to do when your ski student gets badly injured, to make sure you are prepared for every situation. Teamwork and investment are our main training focus. Finally, to help with our employees' career development, we provide information and support when needed. We ensure our organizational needs are linked with individual needs. And finally, mentorship for the lucky ones.